When you think of a Souls game, safety doesn't exactly come to mind. All too often anyway, and that's why places such as Majula and Firelink Shrine are to be cherished by players, as it adds so much rest and downtime for the player in a game that's all about dying and not having a moment to breathe. These areas are filled with NPCs with amazing backstories, and the more you go through the game, the more NPCs and characters add to these hub sort of areas. And if you just take a second to learn, or even listen to their backstories, you'll soon come to like the characters, and quickly that is, because most of their backstories end up tragic. But however tragic they may be, there's something charming about seeing them every time you head back to this hub area. And while I think Dark Souls 1 and 3, Firelink Shrines, are amazing and good areas, I think Dark Souls 2 Majula is the best in any of the Souls games. Let me explain. As for Dark Souls 1, I want you to imagine that you've secured a demon in an asylum, and now you're walking up to a ledge. And you stand on this ledge, and you interact with something, and a bird flies up to swoop you, and takes you off to an unknown location, and it is unknown where you are going. When the bird drops you off, you have no idea if it's safe, or anything, but the only comfort of safety is the bonfire the crow drops you off by. And there is one character near the bonfire, and that is the crestfallen warrior who serves a purpose, and not only just being an NPC in the area, he gives you hints when you talk to him on what you've got to do next in your quest. And as for Dark Souls 3, it is vastly different to Dark Souls 1, even though you both end up going into Firelink Shrine. First off, you start at the untended graves, not knowing too well where you are or what you are. All you know is your unkindled ash, and you need to head on forward. As you make it to the end of the untended graves, you head up a hill that overlooks a giant shrine, and it feels oddly nostalgic, and you know you must go there to see what your quest has in store for you. As you progress on through this unknown area, you are greeted by a knight wielding a halberd and a sword in his chest. It just so happens to be this sword in his chest is the coiled sword that is used to light the bonfires. Upon removing the sword from his chest, the knight will try to viciously strike you down, and it so happens to be that his name is Ludex Gundir, and he will stand up and aggressively try to hit you. I guess he didn't like you removing the sword from his chest. Upon besting this warrior, he will fall to the ground and collapse, and you get the coiled sword and Arrow of Fire Destroyed message. Now the only thing standing between you and the shrine is some enemies. Upon entering the shrine, you are greeted with the text Firelink Shrine, and you know it's going to be safe. At least in this giant stone shrine, there are plenty of NPCs in this area. Just to name a few, because this video is about Majula and not Firelink Shrine. You have the blacksmith Andre, and the firekeeper, and even Ludlith the Exile, who is a Lord of Cinder. And for an area teeming with life, it all feels so somber. With the music and seeing the 4 empty thrones, you soon quickly come to learn the Age of Fire is coming to a close, and the lords have not returned to their thrones. This sets an overall depressing tone for Firelink Shrine. And now for Dark Souls 2. When you start up Dark Souls 2, you start off in a cave, and you see a long line of light that streaks down from the back of the cave, and you head up to a house where you meet some crones. They give you some stuff, and they taunt you for being cursed. You soon leave the old crone's house, and you head up towards the back of the cave where the light was coming, and you enter a crack in the wall. And as you head through this crack in the wall, you wonder what you're going to find on the other side. Like, the cave was pretty dark, maybe you're going to encounter your first boss. But as you get towards the end of the cave, you start to see slivers of sunlight creeping through. And this is where you come out to a beautiful sunset, overlooking a small, weathered, tiny settlement, with a statue at the back of it. This is Majula. This is the hub world of Dark Souls 2. And what this video was meant to be all about. So as you head down towards the weathered gates, the music will soon kick in. For me, the theme is so great. You're in this mysterious village But the theme is so warm and welcoming, you feel safe, but it also has an eerie essence to it, much like the town of Majula itself. Majula is a settlement, a little village in the north coast of Tranlik, and it has suffered heavy weather damage. It has also been standing for centuries and has seen the rise and fall of many kingdoms. Its location and its calm nature makes it a good resting place for many undead who pass through it, and who seek to rest on their journey. However calm it may seem, Majula houses a dark secret in its pit, just located in front of the mansion. The pit seems bottomless, and people wonder who will be the one to uncover its dark secret, or whatever lies at the bottom of the seemingly endless pit. Upon entering Majula, you'll probably head over to the bonfire first, for safety, and just in case you die. But you're right, you see a woman in green. This woman in green will soon become to be the firekeeper of Majula, the person you'll go to for all your upgrades and your levels. But unfortunately, that is going to be the end of this episode about Majula, and I hope you all enjoyed this episode and its different style of content. Hopefully it doesn't remind you too much of my legendary video Destiny 2 Warmind DLC video, because that was a truly abominable video. But I had lots of fun making this video and getting all the clips and just researching Majula and getting to share my opinions, even though not many probably care, or if anyone cares about Dark Souls 2, that is. But if you did like it, please leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. But in the end of the day, I just hope someone enjoyed, and I hope you all have a good day or good night, and I'll see you in episode 2, where I'm going to be talking about the NPCs and the pit of Majula and its dark secret.